Fuck is up, YouTube?
Fuck is up, YouTube?
Shout out to JAMARI. He coming out with some bangers. We subscribed to him last time, so shout out to him for this KSI drama. Damn, KSI. Talk. What's going on? Let's see.
So KSI is someone I've never really talked about on this channel, but in general I kind of see him in the same light that I see someone like Jake or Logan Paul. Specifically, I think he draws a lot of comparisons to Logan in the way that I feel like they have surrounded themselves with nothing but yes men who have tied their life rafts to their massive ships, aka massive brands they have built for themselves. And recently KSI has been involved with some drama regarding another YouTuber who goes by The Wade Concept, aka Wade Flem. Some of you might have seen his videos before. I believe he really started blowing up when he began covering all these different influencer boxing matches in more depth, often making predictions and doing analysis of whatever big fight was coming up in the influencer space. In general, he always seems to be pretty impartial when it comes to his analysis. And based on what I've seen, he really just gives his opinion on what he thinks will most likely be the outcome of these fights. Over time, his YouTube channel has grown quite popular, amassing over 300,000 subscribers, and even landing him a job with KSI's boxing promotional company called Misfits Boxing. So the two have been connected for a little while now. And this is where today's story really comes into play, as KSI went off on Wade over some comments he made about a potential fight between JJ and Jake Paul. Basically, Wade's opinion is that it makes more sense for Jake to have his rematch against Tommy Fury before he steps in the ring with KSI. And that he also believes that based on data he has recently received about the pay-per-view sales of the last KSI and Logan Paul fight, that it would also be the superior business decision for Jake to fight Tommy.
And we heard from Jake in the Impulsive podcast, he does not think that the KSI fight sells like a Tommy Fury rematch and a Floyd Mayweather fight. And I don't know that I can disagree with him right now. I don't, because they pulled some legitimately crazy numbers. And while I used to be on the train that Jake and KSI did similar numbers,
I'm kind of agreeing with Wade, only for the simple fact that Jake Paul just fought Tommy Fury, and it was a pretty good fight. So being that people already seen them fight, they might do better numbers. And then anybody against Floyd Mayweather gonna do more numbers. But the KSI fight is still gonna be a good fight. I just don't know if it's going to be as big, but it's definitely going to be a huge fight.
Definitely.
But if they already fought, then you can already suspect that it's going to be bigger because it was a good fight the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's the case anymore. In fact, with the right build, they absolutely could, but I do think it takes a little bit of time to get people back on board with the influencer beef between the two, because Jake has kind of left it behind and KSI has been focused on other things.
Now, while I don't agree with his opinion in this case, and I do think that KSI versus Jake Paul would blow a rematch with him and Tommy Fury out of the water, he still has the right to have his opinion. And it's not like it's baseless when he's talking about numbers he has analyzed.
KSI and Mams Taylor putting the same pressure on Jake that Jake put on JJ for years after JJ left the scene, and Jake said he'll never fight me, he doesn't want to fight me. I tried to fight him in August for free, he wasn't going to do it, although I don't think Jake was going to do that for free either. It is exactly what I said a second ago. Guys are just flipping spots.
Big
now JJ is the one pushing for the Jake fight and saying that Jake wants no part of it, but also knowing that he is vulnerable after a Tommy loss and that he wants to rematch Tommy. It is a very opportune time to start pushing for that fight. And again, I don't blame them for that. If you're Mams Taylor, if you're JJ, you absolutely push for the Jake fight right now, because the potential of it does hang in the balance. For those that have not watched boxing, you are getting a taste of what all of us have experienced for years and years now. The biggest fights that we could potentially make always falling through because of timing, ego, or control.
In general, he seems to be genuine about how he feels about the situation. And well, KSI must have not felt that way. Like I said, it's my opinion that he is surrounded by yes men who tell him he can do no wrong. So the second someone he was affiliated with wasn't riding him like a roller coaster, he lost it, tweeting out, "Man, f*** Wade. This Wade guy plays all sides, trying to please everyone. You are so fake. OMG,
man,
you and everything you stand for, you two-faced c***. This man acts like he knows everything about boxing. He doesn't know shit. You're not that guy. Can't believe Sharky let this snake into my box. off. And it's like, dude, all he did was give his analysis on the potential fight.
Well, how you get that
definitely
tight?
Overreacting.
I'm saying, how you get that? It must be more to it. Cause
it's
how the
an
hell
opinion,
you get that tight?
Man, relax.
Yeah, somebody in the comments said KSI took it too far for no reason. He just voicing his opinion. This is his job. This is what he do for a living.
What about you gonna get mad at any other boxing commentary? Like, what the fuck?
He just want that fight, but he feel like Wade may be persuading people to think like, I don't know, shit.
Any boxing commentary does that. Like, like, come on, bro. If you're sure about your talent, you shouldn't get that mad. You're gonna be like, alright, I'm gonna show you. I mean, you should be like that.
KSI is out here acting like Wade said that he is a joke, who Jake Paul should not be interested in fighting at all. Exactly. Like, if anything, it would be way more fake of him to just ride with you because the two of you have this affiliation. Later, once receiving backlash from his audience, KSI also added this. To you, it's an overreaction, but to me, it's a buildup of a lot of things behind the scenes. You can have a public opinion, but don't come to me on a switch-up when you see me in person. Sorry for my outburst, but I'm human. I'm gonna get angry sometimes. On top of that, this dude named Mams Taylor, who is also closely affiliated with both parties here, alluded to the idea that Wade would no longer have a job with Misfits Boxing during a Twitter space where they argued for quite some time.
That does way more than Tommy Fury, Jake. 100% guarantee that. It's just, it's just.
The thing is, though, you guys act like I want this to be the case. You're like, yes, Wade wants Jake to do crazy numbers. Has anybody wanted Jake versus KSI more than me? Who has built that fight more?
Anyway, have fun on Kingpin, Wade.
And now following all of that yesterday, KSI and Mams Taylor both apologized, which is good, but I also feel like if they didn't get this backlash, they never would have said a thing. You know, I feel like KSI really let the mask slip for a second there and show how he really feels when someone he is maybe not even that close to, but affiliated with, has something to say that doesn't go with his agenda. I'm telling you guys, some pretty big ships have been bogged down when someone is surrounded by nothing but yes men who kiss their ass at every turn. I mean, you have this guy here who's on pace to maybe be a billionaire one day, and you would hate to see him lose that just because his ego got out of control. And for this guy Wade to be willing to say something out of line with the KSI love fest shows me that he likely has no bias. I mean, look, when Jake Paul is the voice of reason, something really screwed up must be going on. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this situation down below. Do you think KSI overreacted? Do you think he only apologized because he was facing backlash from his biggest D-riders? Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. As you guys know, it's Spinny Boy 10 Superman, and some other boxing beef out here needs to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
Even now, I'm an OG.
So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like he definitely, like I said, we feel like, from the outside looking in, we feel like KSI overreacted about this shit, but then they may have some bad blood within the camp. So, I understand it, but from the outside looking in, that shit look ugly. But he did apologize. And voice your opinion. What do y'all think? Who do y'all think is a bigger fight? Another Tommy Fury? Tyson Fury. No, Tommy Fury. I'm bugging. Tommy Fury, whatever, versus KSI. Versus Jake Paul, or KSI versus Jake Paul. What do you think?
I don't know who Tommy Fury is. So.
The last guy, Jake fought, that they was knocking each other out, down, and everything. I don't know, but yeah.
I can't say.
Y'all check out that 6ix9ine video when he got knocked out earlier. I'm lying, he didn't get knocked out. He got stomped out.